The foghorn screamed at midnight, long, low, and wrong, like something alive had just realized it was alone with me. I'd signed on to keep the lighthouse for a month because no one else would. Easy money, the harbor master said, sliding the keys across the desk without meeting my eyes. One man, one tower, 30 days. I liked the idea of isolation. I didn't know isolation could look back. The lighthouse stood on a jagged spit of rock, miles from the nearest town, its white paint peeled raw by salt and wind. The supply boat left me on the dock with a single crate of food and a wave that felt more like a farewell. When the engine noise faded, the silence rushed in, thick, pressing, as if the sea itself had leaned closer. The first week was uneventful. I cleaned lenses, logged weather, wound the mechanism. At night, the beams swept the water in steady arcs, and I slept to the sound of waves gnawing at stone. I told myself the scratching noises were rats. I told myself the footsteps on the stairs were the tower settling. On the 8th night, I found muddy footprints circling the lantern room. They were barefoot, too large to be mine, too wet to belong inside a tower I hadn't opened all day. I scrubbed them away and laughed, too loudly, into the glass. The fog rolled in thick enough to swallow the beam whole, turning the light into a dull, struggling glow. That night, the foghorn sounded on its own, not the timed mechanical blast I'd tested earlier, but short, uneven cries, as if someone were learning how to use it. I unplugged the power. It kept screaming. By the second week, my logbook entries grew sloppy. I began waking to the sound of the stairs creaking under slow, deliberate steps, stopping just outside my door. When I flung it open, there was never anyone there, only the smell of seawater and something older, like rot trapped in a closed chest. The lighthouse had a history. I found it buried in a drawer beneath rusted tools. Old reports, yellowed and brittle. Keepers who vanished. One who locked himself in the lantern room and starved rather than come down. Another who carved warnings into the stone walls until his fingers bled. The light is not for ships. On the 17th night, I saw something standing on the rocks below. Tall, pale, and motionless. It had no face, just a smooth suggestion of one, reflecting the beam back at me like a mirror. When the light passed over it, the thing lifted its head and smiled. From then on, it appeared every night, closer each time. Sometimes I'd catch it halfway up the stairs in my peripheral vision, only for it to vanish when I turned my head. The footprints returned, leading not in, but up. By the 23rd day, I stopped sleeping. The light demanded constant tending now, burning hotter, brighter, as if hungry.